What's up, you guys? It's Jonathan Carter. Today we are going to be talking about The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This is such a dense movie that covers so much ground throughout its runtime, and it handles the origin of Cornelius Snow in such a way that doesn't necessarily make you empathize with him, but peeks behind the curtain a little bit to show you how he became the person that he is in the other Hunger Games movies. The biggest compliment I can give to this movie is the world building that it does. Not only creating the first Hunger Games and kind of showing the districts as they came to be, but also just building the entire world. You can see in background shots of some scenes the city being built, the capital being built to be the capital that we know it as in the later movies. And to just see how the Hunger Games came to be, that it's not this big, sprawling, giant jungle or with all of this technology and things like that, that it was a very quaint, more personal battle. It makes it feel lived in and real. I think this is probably the best storytelling in the Hunger Games series. It honestly feels like it could have been an entire trilogy, but to make it into one movie, I think was a very smart idea. And I think they learned their lesson from splitting the third book into two parts for, Hunger Games 3 and 4. They said, no, we're going to make it one full origin prequel story that is just wrapped up nicely in one go. Moving into the mixed category here, I think in the third act here, things do start to move a little quickly. You kind of feel a little lost. Somebody told me of course, it's better explained in the book. There's more dialogue there. And moving into the negatives, really the only thing I have to say here is some of the stuff in the Hunger Games arena did feel a little formulaic. I was like, okay, yeah, this person is probably going to kill this person, and this character is expendable, and there's 7 expendable characters, so it's all going to kind of play out like this. And it kind of did play out that way. It's not necessarily a fault to the movie, and it doesn't take you out of it, but that is one negative thing that I had to say about the movie. And the other would be the end of Cornelius's journey here. It's not necessarily a heel turn of him becoming the person that we know him as in the other Hunger Games films, but it did feel a little rushed. Moving into the spoiler section, we could have maybe spent more time. It feels like Snow was obviously building up to be this kind of had this more evil stride in him when he killed the character when he killed the person in the Hunger Games. That was obviously the start of that. And it built naturally up until the end, where he just went from kind of being evil to just outright like, I'm not a great person, like all of a sudden. That feels like it could have been fleshed out a little more. And honestly, either edit some things out to be 2.5 hours for it to fit into that and be a little more organic, or maybe even just make it 3 hours and give him that full character arc. But I think that whole dynamic between Snow and Lucy and how she leaves at the end and he just kind of goes mad over it, and how that segues into the rest of the series is honestly pretty great storytelling. Just side note here, it is great to see Jason Schwartzman in such a great role, and also Hunter Green on the screen. I really enjoyed them. And all of that being said, I'm going to give The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Let me know your thoughts on the movie. Is it your favorite Hunger Games movie? Is it your least favorite Hunger Games movie? Does it fall somewhere in the middle for you? Be sure to leave all of your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think about the review, and I will see you guys on the next one.